Good afternoon, dear traders.
Hello, welcome to InstaForex economic news channel with us, Anna Kasatkina
and Takhmina Salomova.
You are watching weekly overview of the currency and commodity markets for the last week.
So what's the news from the currency markets?
The pound sterling and euro were a touch lower against the US dollar during risk-off trading Friday.
And what made the currencies move this way?
Markets prepared for potential adverse news flow over the weekend, as well as an action-packed week ahead. Dollar strength has been seen repeatedly throughout last week, with a greenback on the up against the euro, sterling and the Aussie. The euro to dollar rate was low at 1.2286. For the week, the shared currency lost 45 points. The dollar is seeing some support as the market anticipates that the Fed will raise interest rate by a quarter point on Wednesday. But the dollar has also been buffeted by other headlines, including threats of a trade war with China and a tumultuous reshuffling of cabinet members. 4 rate hikes this year instead of 3 would be positive for the dollar, but that sets up a talk of a war between the Fed tightening and the negative of potential protectionism. The dollar was lower against the yen at 106.5. The dollar was down by at least 0.3% against the Japanese rival. The Japanese currency was providing a flight to safety for investors concerned about political risks in the US, as well as Japan, where Prime Minister Shinzo Abe is involved in scandal. The pound to dollar rate was quite high at 1.3941. GBP was helped beat by optimism about progress in Brexit talks. Meanwhile, Bitcoin rallied from a low point on Friday, rising more than 5% and once again topping the $8,500 mark. The number one cryptocurrency paid early losses to trade higher by Friday afternoon, but Bitcoin still hadn't reached above the $10,000 benchmark it last touched on March 8th. This is all about the currency moves for now. What about the mood on commodity markets?
Crude oil settled higher on Friday.
And what pushed the quotes up?
Expectations for growth in global crude demand outweighed pressure from concerns over strong US production and a weekly rise in the number of active domestic oil rigs. April West Texas Intermediate crude futures rose to $62.34 a barrel. The contracts climbed by 0.5% for the week. May Brent crude futures jumped to $66.21 a barrel. For the week, Brent rose by 1.1%. Gold prices ended Friday at the lowest level in just over 2 weeks, generally linked to the dollar but yet supported by global political and trade tensions, given the metal's haven asset status. April gold futures fell to $1,312.30 an ounce. It saw its lowest finish since March the 1st and lost about 0.9% over the week. That was the biggest weekly fall since the week ended on February 23rd.
And many thanks for the commodity market review. You watched InstaForex weekly review of the currency and commodity markets with us, Anna Kasatkina
and Takhmina Salomova.
Take care and goodbye.
See you soon.